4-4, 9 games left. Let's go through them. Which games are they going to win? Which games are they going to lose? Let's go through it right now. Not knowing who they're going to trade for or what Christian McCaffrey is going to be. Let's do it.
All right, let's go game by game. So they play. Let's try to do this from memory. They play Tampa Bay and Tampa. Tampa Bay is without both their top wide receivers. They haven't traded for a receiver, which is kind of surprising. Maybe they will before. But Evans is not going to play. Godwin's out for the year. This is a team that has a horrible defense, really good offense, but not near as explosive anymore. I got to go with the 49ers to win this game. Coming off of a bye, I feel really good about it.
It's the only reason I feel good about this one for the Niners, because they've lost a similar game. This is the Rams game to me. You know, they don't have the receivers. They can't really compete. Like, their defense isn't that good. But
they can run the ball.
Quarterback's good, and they can run the ball. They have a competitor at quarterback, and they can absolutely let the Niners beat themselves. So this is, to me, like, this is the kind of a game that the 2024 49ers would lose. You know, coming off a win, feeling themselves a little too much, or totally write off the upcoming opponent because of injuries, and then boom, you lose a game. You should probably up 15-30 in the fourth quarter. Find a way to lose. That's what. But I'm trying to give the Niners. I'm trying to be nicer today. I'm trying to give the Niners the benefit of the doubt. They're coming off a bye week. They usually do better off the bye. They're gonna win They're gonna go on their first winning streak of the season right here.
I agree with you.
They better.
Okay. After that, they play Seattle, who is really.
Is Geno Smith their quarterback?
Yes. Okay. 49ers win. Yeah. I agree. Okay, this is where the schedule gets super interesting, though.
Yeah.
Now they go play Green Bay. In Green Bay.
I mean, Purdy has a tough time holding on to the ball if it's humid out. Precipitation. Green Bay is really good. The Niners haven't beaten a team as good as Green Bay. I'm not making this about Brock.
No, they haven't.
I would have to project this as a loss until something changes.
Yeah, I think I would too. I think in Green Bay, that's tough. And then it doesn't get any easier because after that, you're playing Buffalo in Buffalo coming off of a bye week.
Yeah, that's like a scheduled loss because normally the Niners would stay in Youngstown or somewhere in the Midwest between back-to-back road games. They've done this any number of years, and they may do it this year. They've said they won't. They might change their mind. The idea is if you don't do that, you're pretty likely to lose the second road game because you're just so tired. The problem is if you do that, you're pretty tired on the way back and you end up losing that first home game back. So it's like, is it worth it to be away from your family for a week to just end up trading which game you end up losing inevitably? So yeah, I think the Bills game is going to be the one that it's an AFC game. Probably going to lose it.
Yeah, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't on that one. Okay.
So 6-6.
Okay. I agree. I think they're going to lose the Bills game as well. This is what's tough. The schedule makers did the 49ers no favors. You got those two games back to back. Bills coming off a bye. Not only are you playing the Bills coming off a bye, but that Bills game marks the start of a 3-game stretch in 11 days. It's not going to be easy. And against 3 really good teams. Now you're going to go home and you're going to play the Chicago Bears, who have a really good defense. Offense is Caleb Williams is still, who knows what he is, but you're going to play a tough defense. Do the 49ers win this one? I think they do.
I think they don't.
Okay.
I think this is a really good defense. I think they're gonna have trouble. They're gonna have trouble. And again, unless Christian McCaffrey is just killing it at this point.
Okay. Damn. You really think they're gonna lose 3 in a row?
I don't know, man. That Bears team looks tough.
They're good. They're good. I'll give them that.
They got a quarterback who can run around and scramble. That's never good news for the Niners.
Yeah, he can also make a lot of mistakes. He's still young. He's a little Justin Fieldsy.
So can Brock.
He's a little Justin Fieldsy.
So
Brock can make
Brock
him
has
say,
been
no,
doing
I
his
agree.
Justin Fields impression
Listen,
sometimes this year too.
Listen, I agree. I agree. I guess what I'm talking about though more is less from a turnover perspective and more of a I'm going to kill a drive because I ran into a sack, losing 15 yards trying to make the play happen.
That's true.
And Brock does that.
He's only done that like twice
3 games.
Yeah.
He doesn't do it 3 times a game like Caleb does, right? So give me the 49ers to win that one. Okay. This next game could be the division because they are at home against the Rams on Thursday night football. 3rd game in 11 days. I think they lose. I think the Rams win this division.
I have them on a 4-game losing streak.
Jeez, dude.
It's a hard schedule. It's not. Schedule. Maybe I'm wrong about the Bears, but it seems like they're going to get slowly better as the season goes on because their quarterback's so young. I don't know.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think no matter what, whether you pick Packers, Bills, 49ers, Rams, my prediction was the 49ers go on a 3-game win streak here, beating Tampa and Seattle. And I said this before the Dallas game, so it's not like I'm doing it because they beat Dallas. Like, that's not shocking. And then they lose 3 out of 4. So whatever it is, whether it's the Packers, the Bills, Bears, Rams, whichever of those 3, they're going to lose 3 of the 4. Then it's going to come down to the final 3 games of the season where you go to Miami. Miami's obviously going to be much tougher because Tua at that point will be mixed in. But
assuming he's still playing, sorry.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, Tua doesn't. That offense is way better with Tua. Don't get me wrong. That offense is way better. It's actually competent again. But Tua doesn't scare me like by himself. I don't think he's a good quarterback personally.
And he's okay. The Niners are going to have Azeez Ojulari at this point, so they're going to just.
If they have Azeez Ojulari, we might want to revisit some of these games. But I'm going to go 49ers to win that one.
He's picking I'm with you on that. Niners in Miami.
Okay. Now the Lions come to San Francisco. Primetime game. Who wins this one? Lions, right? I mean, we can't. This team's putting up 50 in 3 quarters every freaking week at this point. It's absolutely insane. Have you seen Goff's numbers the last 5 weeks?
I'm gonna say the Niners win.
Okay.
He said like, okay. Here's my reasoning. I have them with 8 losses at this point, so they're desperate, and they're at home. And the Lions and Goff isn't as good outdoors. So the Niners somehow, some way, mostly because of Azeez Ojulari, find a way to beat the Lions in this must-have
for game. Sure going to be on this team. Yeah,
absolutely. I don't know. Sunday Night Football, Kittle's going to rise to the occasion.
That's true.
Bosa might do something. True. I'm giving the Niners in the upset, and I'm going to change my mind 8 times between now and then. But tonight, I'm picking the Niners to beat the Lions tonight.
Okay. Totally fair.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the 49ers rounded out on the road against the Cardinals. I'll give the 49ers the win in this one. They finished 9-8 in my opinion and missed the playoffs.
Arizona going to win this game.
You'll always pick Arizona, dude. I swear. I remember 2 years ago you picked them to win the division, and ever since then you've just been on
my team.
Arizona. Like this is I almost said bandwagon as if They're is tough, a bandwagon.
Man. Kyler Murray is tough. And once he figures out how to really play quarterback for real, watch out. Watch out.
In year 10, he'll figure it out, man. It's coming. Kyler Murray's going to figure it out, man. He's
learning how to win. That team's figuring out how to win. Week 18, I don't know. I think they're a well-coached team, not the most talented team. But
back-to-back wins.
I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is probably pretty good, and Kyler has no idea where he is, and I think he's starting to figure it out. I don't know. I'm picking them. I just think the Niners are broken, and they can look good here and there. They can rise to the occasion against Dallas and maybe Detroit. But ultimately, I don't think they have the consistency to pull it off. And you said 9-8. I feel like 8-9. 8-9. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Christian McCaffrey comes back and it's a huge difference. But if he's in and out, or he's a little sore this week, can't go, 8-9.
Yeah, or even if he is good, but it takes him 3 games and he only plays 40% of the snaps. You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
could take a while. I definitely could see 10-7. I'm either 9-8 or 10-7, and I'm back and forth. So I could see the 49ers sneaking in a win that I didn't expect. But I went through, there's a playoff predictor that you can do, and you can pick every game from here on out. The Cardinals schedule is so easy the second half of the season, Grant. There's a scenario where the 49ers could beat the Rams, finish 10-7, and still lose the tiebreaker to the Cardinals if they lose to the Cardinals. So they're
Yeah.
going to have to beat the Rams and the Cardinals if they want any chance at making the playoffs, in my opinion. They have to win both of those games. They cannot lose either one. Cannot. And Seattle, obviously, too, but Seattle doesn't really scare me at all. So
People in the chat are really upset with me for predicting what I did, and they don't understand. This is 4D chess. I am the unofficial quality control coach, and I'm trying to compel the 49ers to go trade for Azeez Ojulari, because if they don't, this was going to happen. It's going to happen. Going to lose to the Bears at home is going to be embarrassing. So just trying to do my best to compel the powers that be.